What is going on, everybody? I'm assuming I'm alive. I lost my Streamlabs window, so I need to move that real fast. There we go. Yeah, we're live. How you doing? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Late start for me today. Excuse me. Late start for me today. Got into a car accident when I went to Target. Not like a serious thing, but like a parking lot fender bender. And so that obviously delayed things a little bit. Still waiting for a call from a claims adjuster. It was their fault, so it's kind of one of those things where I just got to kind of go through the motions to get things fixed up. All right, so we got TikTok ready to go. I'm not in like any dire rush here today. Since it was a late start for me, it's going to be a shorter stream too. Pretty short stream, like an hour, because I want to get back to my family and all of that. 2 seconds here. Yeah, get that mood lighting on. What is happening? Why is... There we go. There we go. YouTube wants to work now. Thank you, YouTube. I just need to pop out my YouTube chats. And then we are good to go. I did some exploring last night. You can see in the map. I kind of explored a little bit. Checked out some other areas. I took care of that research station. And then again, I cleared out. I'm having good progress on this map this time. Still haven't found where the actual edge is. Yeah, it was cool that I was a little early yesterday because I'm so late today. But I mean, car accidents will do that. It was the dumbest car accident too. My daughter and I were pulling into a parking lot, and the person in the space next to the spot that I was pulling into, they decided to open their car door like as soon as we were pulling in. So like there was nothing that I could have done. Either way. All right, anyway, we got that one turned on. We got that one turned on so we can close this window. Sorry, just got to close a couple things here. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm listening to my wife in the background deal with her kids, and it's actually quite funny. I love listening to her parent. It makes me smile. She's a good mom. But anyway, pop out the chat here. And pull that down. And pull this down. And then there we go. Alright. We get it done? We got it done. We got everything done. Alright. So I had a rupture event happen. That's what's going on here. Checking the audio real fast. You found out what? What did you find out? What are we doing? What am I shipping? Stabilizers. I was trying to make the stabilizer. That's right. And then this is tubes. It's more stabilizers. What am I running on the other one? Colossi? The snake? Oh, the rideable one from Grounded 2. I'm excited to see it, man. I am super excited to see it. Alright, so we should be producing some steel like frames. There's wolfram powder, titanium housing here. What's beeping? Don't know why that was beeping there. Take these out too. I guess those were old ones. Either way, we'll get them moving in here. That's amazing. I'm excited to see the new mount. That's going to be a lot of fun. Like, it is going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go ahead and... He bites, so you're going to be able to tell him to bite other things. That's pretty nifty. Alright, so that's being created now. We got that going now. We need to figure out how to make the stabilizer. because the stabilizer we can put into this furnace that was doing the wolfram bars. No? Okay, I'm intrigued then. Alright, where's the stabilizer? Thought that it would be there, but is it one of these? There it is. And we need rotors for that. Okay. What do you have that you're full with? Titanium rods. Okay, we can do it in this one. So we need to do rotors here. Take all the blocked ones real fast. If you stand in his... Oh! That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. That's a pretty nice setup. Alright, so the basic building materials here, we got our output full there, which is great. That means that that's full over there. Yep, okay, our storage is full too. So that means we can switch this to doing wolfram wire. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Alright, I'm going to take this phone call real fast because I am waiting for an insurance adjuster, but I'm not going to mute my microphone. Hello? Hello? Nah, that's just spam. That's just a spam call. Nobody cares about that. Alright, anyway. Onward. Okay, so now we got rotors being made. Still got to figure out another place. Oh, I got to turn this on. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to check out the snake. I am definitely pretty excited to check out the snake. All right, and we don't need to be making calcite sheets anymore. So after we have the rotors, then we can make the stabilizers. So we'll toss that in there. So this is now waiting on wire, which is not going to be able to get wire until we clear the rods out of the way. See the wire coming in? So we're going to have to just keep pulling the wire for, or the rods until we can get wire to start production on this. Okay. We're almost there. Starting a new production facility in this game is definitely one of the more interesting things. Okay, that should be enough to kind of get things moving here, right?
Congratulations. Civilian received its order. Your reward, as always, is waiting in the corporate terminal.
Okay, so now we're making rotors. And we can put the rotors into this one. So now we should have released rotors. I'm excited to check out the snake, dude. I think that is by far one of the coolest additions that they've added into Grounded 2, or like since the beginning of the game. Like, I don't even think that the tarantula boss really spoke to me that much. Like, I don't know. Alright, so now this one, as soon as the rotors go in, yep, rotor out. And then we're locked in to get that moving down the pipeline to get that to the stabilizer. Cool. Alright, so that's going to take a little bit to get there. What are we doing here? Output full of titanium sheets. Nice. Okay. Alright, well, everything's kind of happening. Oh, sounds good, Master of Food. You have a great rest of your day there, buddy. Always a pleasure to have you.
Mmm, tasty.
Just eat some of our food real fast. So I kind of want to keep exploring, but I also need to, let's go figure out another contract real fast and see if there's anything that we just have readily available. short playthrough today, so not going to be spending too much time doing stuff. Alright, helium extractor, that's what we're going to be doing. It's finding a spot for helium and then sending that back. Okay, so now glass and synthetic silicone. Not going to be doing that. Apparently glass is a big one. We're going to need to do glass.
Is in its stable stage.
Okay.
The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
I'm going to actually go to furnace. Where's glass? There's glass. So helium, calcium powder. And we already have the ability to make calcium powder, so we'll just have to work on that. Alright, let's finish putting the points in real fast. Just to make this really easy for myself later on. Just spent a ton of them, but oh well. Okay. Alright, start working on some of this later. And then we'll go ditch some of our other materials in a little bit. I think I can do another LEM real fast. Oh, this one. Nope, not quite. Almost there. Alright, so before I head out to go find helium, I do want to make some more ammo. That'll probably be the best bet, which means we need more wolfram powder. Wow, that's a lot of wire right there.
Great.
Just grab some of that. And we got a rotor right here. Go ahead and take that. I have way too much calcium right now. Alright, let's listen for jams. Because again, I have like this new production right now. And I got a feeling that, like, yeah, we have way too many titanium rods. Let's take all of the titanium rods. Put as many of these wolfram wires in as possible. Yeah. Keep it coming. Because these are the pieces that we actually need. Are these stabilizers? Oh, I need a storage to put the stabilizers in.
Arcadia 7 has finished
Wow,
regenerating.
am I seriously out of storage? That's not that cool. I don't like that. I need more storage depots, or like the bigger storage depots unlocked. Alright, let's just get another one real fast. It's a good spot for it. And then get a rail from... Here's the tricky part, is connecting it to the actual chain. How do I want to run this? You know, I need to back it up a little bit first. Yep, and if I go here first, then we can go right here with one of these connectors. And then, so it's this one, right? Yep. Alright, so now we want to put a rail from here. Okay, so it's here. So let's go ahead and we want to connect this in line first. And this one can carry on to here, but it can also split to here. And then this, we wanted to accept stabilizers. Now what we need to do is figure out how to get it out of the storage and into here, which is right there. Wow, that made it super easy. Really? That's annoying. There's that other rail right there, so it doesn't want to do it. Can I go right here with it? Can. That's pretty cool. It needs to go a little bit lower though. I'm gonna eventually have to redo the base, and so I'm not too worried about just weird configurations anymore. I was for a while, but like changing the height of one of these to get underneath a rail like this, just to make it easier. It's not perfect, but it works, right? Alright, so now stabilizers can head into storage, or well, wherever they're going. Alright, so I have another contract. No. Stabilizers was the only contracts that really mattered. Okay. Just do stabilizers in this one too. So that one can just be the stabilizer one. And then over here, this will just be clever robotics. There's a lot more that I need to unlock, but hopefully helium helps with that. Alright, where's the helium mine? There's one over there. It's a far distance though. Don't really see one closer. That might be helium, but I don't think you can build in there. And so our best bet is heading up here. I'll try to run directly in front of myself though and see if I can find anything. Before we go, Wolfram powder, let's make some ammo.
I can use this.
Yes, yes you can. Okay. Wait, what? My output is full? How is my output full? Because I don't have any in line. Sorry, this is weird. I just realized this. But I don't have my outputs properly set up here to have this one running into storage to keep the production flowing here. That's really peculiar. I don't know why I set it up like that. But either way, now that we have titanium housing flowing again, that should hopefully work. Let's go make some ammo and go set up some helium. So I'm not entirely sure where the helium comes in line with everything, but either way, I know that we need it for a couple recipes, so we definitely want to get it. Alright, and let's ditch a bunch of this junk that we don't need to be carrying with us. All this calcite. These bars too. Probably should have put those away, but whatever. Alright, onward. So there's a spot directly in front of us here, just past this body, that hasn't been marked, and it's on the way up to that hill. And so that's a big part of this that I want to go check out. Doesn't look like there's any helium, but still. No harm in figuring that out, right? And if you're not familiar with this game, I don't have any meteorites or meteor hearts on me. Oh, I do. Apparently I do. And so I wanted to just get some meteor hearts, so that way if I need to build a base real fast, I can. Drop this other junk, though. Can't believe I didn't see those in my inventory. Oh well. Alright, so name of the game is finding helium. So what we're doing is looking for helium. And this is that spot on the map that's still covered by the fog of war. Oh. Yeah, you keep that blue stuff up there. Is that it? I think that was it. What is this? Is this calcium? think this might be calcium or calcite. Yeah. Because that's my other base and that's another calcite deposit. So that's what this is just calcite. Doesn't really help with anything though. We already got a calcite mine. Alright, well it doesn't look like we're going to find the helium that we're looking for over here, so we just got to go to that spot that we know. That is going to be a very, very, very far run of helium, but we will make it happen. Okay. Alright, well I mean at least we checked, right? That should count for something. But yeah, this is going to take a little bit to run, but we'll make it happen. Actually, I need to start curving around real fast. Looks like there's another crashed drone over here. Can I cut through the mountain this way? No. No. It's way too steep. Pretty much the purpose of today's stream is turned into just getting a helium extractor set up. Alright, so there's another drone wreck over this way. Let's go find it. Couldn't find it the other day, or I didn't know that it was here the other day. Either that or it was up on the mountain up here and I already jumped down or something. There it is. So that's a little base that I created here. And then there's the helium extractor. Or well, the helium node, I guess is the proper way of calling it. That was a nasty little fight last night though. Was not expecting so many of them to swarm like that. So far as happened offline because I'm playing it offline too. I love this game. Like it just came out. They've only gotten 500,000 copies sold in early access, but it is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what they turn it into. Also, I don't know if I went over there yet. No, I haven't been over there yet. But we're here for a purpose. There's some enemies. Also, I really like the spider enemies, like the arachnid type enemies. Really, really dig them.
Reloading.
I see you, spitters. Okay, let's just grab some biofacts if we can. Alright. Onward. Yeah, this is what we needed. So we need first a base core over here. There we go. And we'll put a habitat over here too, and then I'm gonna move the other habitat. And by move, I mean just delete it. Yay, more grubblers. I still have never eaten one of these grubblers yet, but I know you can, and I know that they are like a decent food source. But yeah, let's take this down real fast. do love the terrain that they put in here. I think it's super cool. Alright. So there we go. Just moved over a little bit here. Oh. So that is an infection cloud. There were apparently some enemies over by the base over there when I walked away, and they infected our base. It's only happened a couple of times before, but it's pretty cool when it happens. So I'm going to get infected just going up to this thing.
Come to mama.
Just because of the cloud that we're in. So that's what's happening there. And then now we got to find where they are. There they are. But then they keep spawning in as long as your base is infected. So we need to fix the infection ASAP. There should really be a melee. There probably is a melee, and I just don't know it. But there should be one. Alright, so the infections are up on the base core. And you'll find them, you'll see them. They're kind of hard to spot. There they are. That blue thing. And then that's what creates the cloud. So now that that's gone, now we just gotta wait. There's another one somewhere. I don't see him. There he is.
Reloading.
Okay, was that it? Alright. Let's disinfect our core real fast. There's more.
Reloading.
Looks like they might be coming down from that building up there, which means I'm going to have to clear out that building before this is going to be stable. Yeah, because it's still not relenting.
Changing mags.
Well, no time like the present. Let's get it done.
Easy, WP, GG.
Yeah, it's just never ending when you get up to one of these buildings. Let's see if I can get around this side. Found where all the spitters are. Hey, fellas. I was really considering switching it up and doing a shotgun and an assault rifle instead of the pistol, because I rarely use my pistol. Oh, I saw that blue dude.
Applying med tool.
But yeah, since I barely use my my pistol, I was thinking about switching it to a shotgun, just for when I get into these areas. Just run through and hip fire.
Was that all of them?
Hopefully. Nope. So those red plants that are all down there, those drain your energy really, really bad and really, really fast. I'm trying to avoid those. Woo, that's a lot of dudes.
Reloading. Changing mags.
Alright, let's hop down here for a sec. I think there's one behind me.
Changing mags.
There's a spitter somewhere. I do not know where he is. Alright, well, let's start looting, even though we're obviously still in
Just what
combat.
I need.
You down here? Okay. Keep moving then. Okay. I love when you just get a bunch of random, like, nothing from these bases, and then there's always one blueprint or always just one special thing that you find at the end. There it is. The rotor blueprint, we already have that one. I saw that dude moving down here. Alright, we're gonna make them move so that way they can find me a little bit easier and I can find them too. Too much work. Man, it's hard to see
Reloading.
those spitters in there. I think I saw one up there.
Changing mags.
Man.
Reloading.
Alright, whatever. Got the bulk of them done. Let's just go check these other buildings.
Let's see.
I just saw one move over there too after I said that. One of them just shot at me. I don't think I got the kill on that, but I got close.
Reloading.
My friend. Alright, well that was that. Now I guess we can try to finish this. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, if we're still being chased, then no, but I don't know where I'm being chased from. Anybody see anything? Oh, these little tiny dudes.
Changing mags.
Okay. I am hoping that that was it. Hoping that that was it. We'll see, but man, that was annoying. I want to be able to look from that direction just in case. Okay. Alright, well, we got our little base here. And I can finally put an extractor in. And then I need power connected here. Which I could, ironically, I could send the power from here. I could just connect it to my other base and make it work. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's grab my one rail. And then we have a long run to make. It's going to be a fun one. Do appreciate how rails are one of the only things that you can build outside of a base area. It would be so horrible if you had to do this while running like actual cores too. Eventually, I do want to see, after the early access is done and stuff, if there's going to be like if you're going to just have things running across your planet the whole way. So you see, that's the, I think that might be the building area, that red that we just walked by. And that's from the base core. Maybe. That actually might just be a restricted area where you can't build. Alright, but this is where we're heading. We're heading this way. Make that curve a little cleaner. But yeah. Gonna be sending helium a very, very long distance. It'll be worth it to get it in our base. But definitely gonna be a little bit of a pain. Like barely clears the rock. I love it. Gonna rotate that in a second. Yeah, keep it going this way. You can see the base in the distance. Yeah, ironically, I could just connect it right into the calcite mine. That's not even ironic, that's a fact. I think I might do that. Spare myself some headaches. Come on now, we're getting it. We're almost back to the calcite mine. It's gonna be nice to finally be extracting helium because there's a core upgrade that I haven't had a chance to do yet. Because it requires helium, and I haven't been mass producing helium. So it'll be actually really nice to get that done. Okay. And so instead, what we're going to do is we're going to take out this piece. No. Yes. Take out this piece and just take out this piece. And put in a rail connector. And then single rail from here to here. we go. Okay, so that should have powered all of the other rails. Yep, so I got power on it now. Love to see it. So now we just got to put storage in, and we have our helium extractor. Fantastic. Looks like our orbitals are still moving. Slowly getting stuff out. Definitely not that much, but it's moving. It's getting there. And this one, what's going on here? We need titanium rods. And we got nobody making rods? Is that what's happening? Okay. Well, if that's the case, we can probably switch these off of tubes, right? Unless, I think the furnace still needs tubes. No, furnace needs beams. Okay. So we can stop making tubes. Yep. And we can start making rods. But first things first, I have enough tubes to just drop these off. I have so much junk on me right now. Hang on, I should eat something.
Delicious.
And drink something. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're making stabilizers again, which is fantastic to see. Oh, no, that wasn't sheets. Messed up on that. Alright, so now let's focus on getting our helium storage in, which is all the way back here. This is the junction for it. So we'll go ahead and get another storage put right here for helium. It's going to be a very, very long trek. Alright, and then another one of these right here, just to put it in line. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to request the limit here. So that way, it's just pulling the helium from the extractor constantly. Because that's such a far run, I always want to have it on hand. Alright, let's take a couple minutes and head into the base and take care of some of the stuff that I have in my inventory. And then after we get done with that, we can make another move here. Increases the speed of our rails, and so I don't know if I'm gonna have to like redo all of the rails that I have right now, but either way, that's gonna be a fun one to unlock. And then what's the other one we're working on? This one, so we can get the defense turret. That's gonna be really nice. And the tower is going to be really nice too. And I'm not sure what the drone rails are. Or well, I guess there it is. There's the drone rails. Are these clever robotics rails? But they, you can like resupply your drone or defensive towers that way. But all right, what can we unlock here? Yep, put that in here. keep that moving. So there's so much stuff that I probably could do if I just like took the time to figure out what we still needed to add. All right, go to the analyzer.
Interesting.
Alright, let's dump all 4,000 points on something we're not working on currently. This would be nice to start working towards, because we do need to unlock glass soon. Alright, drop these off at the LEM. Wow, I have like no ammo left after all of that. Have to go take care of that soon. Actually, I should go take care of that, like, now. I'm going to be calling the stream in about 10 minutes. Today was definitely going to be a shorter one, no matter what. But either way, I think I even have some helium in here.
Oh, yes.
No? Don't have helium. Just calcium. Calcite. Nope, didn't mean to take it all. I think the ammo's upstairs. But either way, I need to make more, which means wolfram powder. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. There's this shotgun over here for 85. I think I actually have enough to do it, yeah. So we'll buy this shotgun, and I'm gonna replace my pistol with the shotgun. Yep. Alright, so we got the pistol, or the shotgun, we got the rifle. Fantastic. And then what do we need for, I know we need wolfram powder here, but then what do we need for shotgun? Calcium powder for the shotgun ammo. Go ahead and reload this too while we're at it. Alright, so that looks like just storage coming back. Still haven't seen our helium come back yet, but that's coming from like halfway across the map. So it's going to take a very long time before we see our helium probably. Alright, but calcium powder is the other thing that we need to be making right now. There's the wolfram powder. That's ceramics. Is this one tapped into that one? Yeah, it is. Let's go ahead and pull our ceramics off of this. Let's do calcium powder on it. And then switch our production here to calcium powder. And then I have a lot of blocks of calcium in storage. There's the sheets. Let's see where the blocks are. There are the blocks. And so yeah, they're gonna go just straight in and make powder real fast. Yeah, this won't take any time at all. Cool. Alright, so really the rest of the stream is about just making sure that our helium's coming in. We should be able to see it on the horizon. Like you can see the rail all the way out there. So we should be able, when it kind of crests over here, we should be able to see it come in. I would hope so, at least. Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, wait, no, that's calcium. That's calcite. Ha! Got a little excited here. Got just a little excited. Because something was coming in on that line, but no, that's just the calcite for the stuff that I'm depleting here. And I'd love to see these making some progress. But man, do we need to increase production on a lot of this stuff. It's going so slowly over here. Just need to keep your materials growing. Okay. Alright, no worries. You got a full stack yet? Close. 84. I want to get a full stack of calcium powder with me, or calcite powder, and then go make as much shotgun and ammo as possible for myself before calling it.
Detected. I recommend finding a safe
Well
place.
then. See, at least it doesn't like disappear on the line, but it definitely puts a little damper in things having a little rupture event. I was all excited. I was definitely all excited for this stuff out there. Come on, fabricator. You can do better than this. Got everything moving though, so it's not like we're doing anything incorrectly. Alright, get our full stack of calcium powder. Is it calcium or calcite powder? Calcium powder. Okay, the ore is calcite, but after you make it into something, it's calcium, so that works. Easier to remember. Alright, inside. Make the ammo that we need. Okay. And then switch over to shotgun ammo. Easy enough. Wow. Alright, we'll put the scraps here. That was it? We don't have any leftover scraps from the other thing? No worries. Alright, let's go watch the rupture. Made myself a nice little observatory up here to watch them. Pretty. So pretty. I love the effects. I don't know why. I mean, I've seen it in other games and stuff like that, but definitely have seen the effects. I love watching it from the horizon and watching it like come at you.
Raptura's
cool.
core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
Here it comes, and boom! I was early. And this is because I'm streaming. I have some of my graphics turned down a little bit, like my resolution a bit lower. And so definitely it's a lot nicer with higher graphics. Beautiful. Pretty. Alright, let's go downstairs. Just gotta wait a couple minutes here. And we can go check to see if that helium's moving. That's the one thing that I wanted to just make sure we got done today, was just get the helium extractor set up and actually fueling the base. And it's set up properly, right? Like everything is set up properly. But it's one of those things where it's like, did we do enough? Or like, did the enemy shoot it down? I don't even know if that's possible. But like, as you are playing this, it's just, I don't know. I've always wondered if the enemies can shoot down your rails and stuff like that. Alright, planet's almost back to normal. Let's go ahead and cool down our airlock.
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Okay. Nice and cool. So that just looks like calcium again. Does not look like we have helium moving on the line yet. Let's go check on the base core and see what the upgrade situation is. We need one more ignite. Oh, we need a lot of ceramics. I didn't realize that we needed so many ceramics. Alright, well, we're just waiting now. Just waiting. Wait, what's all that? Is that helium? That's helium. That's helium. Sweet. We did it. We did it. Fantastic. Got that done. And again, that was the main purpose of today, was getting helium into the production chain just by getting it into storage. Haven't even bothered getting it into the chain. This is the actual production chain, but it's not like I can like produce anything here with helium. So we need to get it into. We need to get it onto this line. That's it. And that should actually be really easy to do. So you just set up another junction for it. Yep. That's all we needed to do. Was just release it, and now we even have one more exit right there. Oh, it's fantastic. Love to see helium coming into the base now. Alright, start working on upgrading our core finally. Okay. Alright, well I think this is where I'm going to be calling it today. Obviously, later stream today, just with everything I have going on. And of course, getting into a car accident didn't help. But, oh well. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt or anything like that. It's always a big shame when accidents lead to injury and stuff, but nobody was hurt in this one. So now I just gotta deal with her insurance and get paid. So either way. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be here Thursday. Tomorrow's a J day in terms of streaming, so that should be a good time for everybody. Don't know what he's playing, but he's been playing some cool stuff lately, like Dinkum and another random title that I can't remember the name of. But either way, everybody, it was awesome for those of you who hung out with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday. Probably going to do something else besides StarRupture. So either way, you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go ahead and just save it and get out of here. And quit. All right, everybody. You have a good one. Bye.